What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to be doing some upgrades on this Heybike Villain mini electric bike. I have a full review on this bike as well as a tuning tutorial. I'll put those in the link down in the description if you're interested in checking that out. Today I got some interesting upgrades for this thing. Let me show you what we got. So this is the bike, by the way, if you're not familiar with it. It's the Heybike Villain. We have a 52 volt, 26 amp hour battery, and the motor is just a little bit over 4,000 watt. I think it's like 4160. Comes with a 1412 off-road tire setup, but Heybike does sell some SuperMotos. So today we're gonna be installing the SuperMotos. I also have this Bluetooth speaker, which you can add to the bike and actually either play like motor sounds or your music through it. So we're gonna be installing that. And I have a brand new plastic set. A lot of you guys don't like the yellow. Now I'm not sure how much more will it replace. I think we're only replacing these panels to black ones. So unfortunately, the swing arm and the seat will stay yellow. This right here is a sticker, so you can technically remove it, but I'm just gonna be installing the panels because me personally actually like the yellow vibe. Now, I would wanna make this video as professional as possible, but unfortunately, or fortunately, this is the state of my garage right now. I got a lot of e-bikes, as you can tell, and some boxes I didn't even get to open, and I had to open up my garage, and outside there's probably another 12 dirt bikes just sitting there that usually take up this space. I just cleared up as much space as I could so I can make this video. So I'll try to show the process as much as I can, but please bear with me. I mean, I don't have a lot of room to work with. So let me get set up, and I think I might start with installing the Bluetooth speaker and the plastics, and then we'll move on to the wheels. So I'm pretty sure in order to install the speaker, I have to remove this panel. Now, I use these. Hopefully, come on camera, focus. Comes with like a kit like this. These things are game changers. They just go into your drill and they make life so much faster. I guess let's just remove this side panel as well. Okay, so when you do remove the panel with the charge port, they put some sort of waxy type material to hold it all together. I'm gonna have to remove that, remove this nut so I can disconnect this plug. Now this nut over here is technically an 18 mil, but I don't have it, so 3/4 will do the trick over here. And there we go. We also have this little ring type situation. All right, so once this panel is out, I tried kind of pulling this plug from the other side. It won't pass, so it actually comes out from the front, which means unfortunately you have to open this zip tie over here and open up this kind of protective situation and disconnect the plug. That's the only way to remove this plug and install it on the new piece. And just like that, it will come out. So the speaker install is a little bit more intricate than I initially thought. So aside from the panels that you need to remove on both sides, I'm replacing them anyway, so I have to remove them. We also have to remove this front panel and remove the battery so we have enough room to work. And since we also need to install the controls, we have to remove the throttle so we can install this on there. So let me do all that stuff and we'll continue. I'm gonna remove the throttle for a second so I can slide on the controls. Sweet, then we can put the throttle back on and tighten it all up. All right, so that's tight, throttle is tight. Now we can just grab all of these cables, just try to make it look a little bit nicer and put this little plastic situation, the protective thing back on. All right, so that's all nice. Now I did feed the wire for the control through here, and then we want to go underneath so it meets up with all these cables. If you want, you can throw a zip tie on there or whatever, it's up to you. Now we need to feed the speaker through here, and there are 4 holes for it to sit in. There you go. Pretty much tying everything, and the speaker will be in place. So the speaker is all installed. Now I'm just gonna feed this wiring in the back over here. Try to figure out a way. All right. Once you routed it, we're gonna have the cable that's coming from our little controls. That's gonna go into this white one over here, like so. And inside the bunch of cables, hopefully you guys can see that, you gotta find this guy, and that plugs into our black connection here, like so. And that's it. You don't really have to worry about the rest of the connections. We're done with the Bluetooth speaker installation. Now I can close the side panels back up and install the new black panels. Now the battery goes back in. Make sure it's connected. Sweet. Now let's move to our black panels. So this is our panel. Let me feed this through. Now this goes on. Little ring. Now I kind of jacked this up, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this is gonna close anymore. Yeah, I kind of jacked up the thread over here, but fortunately enough, I think can still kind of make it work. So don't do what I did, just push it from the front and disconnect the cable. That's the safest way to go about it. I'm just gonna put a little dab of hot glue over here just to make sure it all stays the same. Again, don't do what I did. Once you remove this, push it from the front and the thread will stay good. But anyways, I'll put a little hot glue and connect all this up. All right, got some hot glue on that. That should be good. Now connect this situation up here like so. And I don't have any heat shrink. So what I'll do is I'll just use some black electrical tape. All right, now it's just a matter of closing the plastics back up. Make sure you don't pinch any wires, of course. And that's one side complete. I'm just gonna do the other side. You don't really need to see that, but it's already looking kind of sexy. Now, technically, we can remove these plastics from here. Now, that front panel to close everything up, and then we'll test the Bluetooth speaker. All right, we're almost there, halfway through. Let's make sure everything works over here. Oh, there it goes. That speaker. I guess you can have different sounds. That's funny. Nice, we got a horn now. All right, so that works. Now for the wheels. This is our setup. Looks like we have our rear and our front. And by the looks of it, oh yeah, look at this. Look at this massive monster over here. That's gonna be a difference. Can't wait to see how this thing rides. Now it is a heavier wheel, so we'll see the results a little bit later on. Now I suggest opening up the bolts, just releasing the tension, the initial tension, while it's on the ground, because it's going to be difficult. The bike is going to fall all over the place if you have it on a stand. So undo those first to the point where they're easier to take out. Then you can throw it on a stand. Now, it does seem like we're going to have to replace and put on our brake disc, the rotor, as well as the sprocket, and transfer it to this wheel. Now, I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to do this off camera, put the tires on so I don't bore you guys. It's pretty straightforward in how to do it. You have to remove the chain, master link, take off the chain, release the rear wheel, take away the brake rotor and the sprocket, transfer it over here, throw it back on. And for the front, it's super easy. You just got to transfer the brake rotor. So I'll do that, and then I'll see you guys when it's all finished. All right, and there she is, all finished up. Man, these SuperMotos look so nice on this thing, especially that rear one. Look how beefy that thing is. Insane, and just fits. Pretty nice. Now, it came with everything you need, like the bushings on the side. You do have to replace those with new ones, and it does come with that. And for everything that we did today, I will have links in the description, as well as a discount code where you can get the black plastics if you wanted to, the Bluetooth speaker, and the SuperMoto. I'm assuming most of you guys are after the SuperMotos over here. They are extremely nice, and they do sell out quick. So if you need them, you know, hop on that link, use the discount code, get them as soon as possible, because again, they do sell out. Now, in a previous video, I already connected to this controller and tuned it as best as I could, and I did gain a couple or a few miles per hour faster. I wonder what these tires will do to our speed, so let's jump outside and test that real quick. Man, look at her, looking super sexy with those SuperMotos, definitely growing on me. I kind of like to keep my dirt bikes with dirt tires because I do a lot of off-roading, but man, this is a crazy vibe, and it actually looks kind of cool with the black plastics by removing that sticker. Now, I personally did like the yellow color, and I do know that now Heybike has an all black version of the Villain, so something to look into. But let's see how she rides. Oh yeah, dude, what a crazy situation. These SuperMotos have so much grip, and I think they are a little bit heavier than the normal tires, the off-road tires, so the bike feels like super planted to the ground. But since these tires size is a little bit different than the off-road tires, I do want to check if that's going to have an effect on our top speed. Now, like I said earlier, I already tuned my bike, and I'll put up screenshots on the screen right now so you can see my tune if you want to copy it. I pretty much maxed this thing out, so I'm running 80 amps, which is the most you can run. Oh my god, look at that peacock. Crazy. 80 amps and 260 phase, and you can see the rest of the stuff that I did to it. You can copy my tune if you wanted to, but now for the important part, let's see how fast this thing can go. Okay, super explosive off the line. Now, in my previous test, after I tuned this bike with the dirt tires, I was able to hit 44.6 miles an hour. I did tuck in for that, so I'm gonna do that again. Please excuse the camera angle. Tucking in just to give this bike any chance I can in making it and beating our top speed record. Bike is showing 52. Oh my god. Oh, that was scary. All right, let's check our results. I think that was enough time for my GPS app to register the speed. Bike was showing like 52.6 or whatever. Let's see. All right, so look at that. My GPS clocked us at 47.5 miles per hour. That's a new record right there.
That is awesome. And I guess these wheels do make a difference. I didn't really touch my tune. My tune has been the same. So again, if you wanted to copy it, feel free. That was amazing. Now you could reach a higher top speed than that if you wanted to, and you can achieve that by changing the rear sprocket to a smaller one. Now you will lose a little bit of torque, but that's kind of okay because this thing has got so much torque already that, you know, for a little bit more speed, it's almost like worth it, you know? I guess it all depends on what you're trying to achieve. To me, 47.5 miles an hour on a small bike like this is plenty, so I'm good where I'm at. I'm good on the tune. Now I'll have links in the description for everything that I've used in this video, including the Bluetooth dongle if you want to connect to your bike and make those adjustments. It's pretty cheap, it's like 20 bucks or something. I'll have that in the description. I'll have a link in the description for the bike itself, the Heybike Villain, with a discount code and discount code for the wheels, the Bluetooth speaker, and the plastics. I truly hope that this video was informative and helpful. If it was and you guys got some sort of value from it, I'd appreciate if you left a like on this video. But that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.